I'll be visiting San Francisco, Los Angeles, and New York during my trip.
For that question, the visa officer might ask, which cities do you plan to visit in the US? Your answer sounds perfect. I'll be visiting San Francisco, Los Angeles, and New York during my trip. Great job.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, so what do I do? What is my occupation? Oh, I don't know. Maybe there's tons of ways to ask that. You can tell me it later. But my answer will be I'm a motion designer. I work at Meisu and have been with the company for 5 years. My role involves creating user-friendly instructions and animations for our digital products.
That sounds great. The visa officer might ask, what is your occupation? Or, can you tell me about your job? Your answer is well structured. I'm a motion designer. I work at Meizu and have been with the company for 5 years. My role involves creating user friendly interactions and animations for our digital products. Your pronunciation and grammar are spot on.
Oh, thank you. Spot on. Okay, I really appreciate that phrase. Okay, next one is how long I'll be
You're
staying. Okay, so how long I'll be staying in the United States, and there's also just tons of ways to ask. You can tell me later. So here's my answer is I plan to stay United States for 10 days from April 30th to May 10th.
That's a clear and concise answer. The visa officer might ask, how long will you be staying in the United States? Your response is perfect. I plan to stay in the United States for 10 days, from April 30th to May 10th. Great job.
Okay, so here's another one. It's about why I choose the United States. Okay, so it's because it was because it was because like how to say that, and I haven't been to abroad for a long time. So why is my first destination want to go to United States? So can you can tell me like how answer better? So here's my answer is I choose the United States because I want to experience its diverse culture and visit its famous landmarks like a Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty, I'm sorry.
Your answer is quite good. The visa officer might ask, why did you choose to visit the United States? You could say, I chose the United States because I want to experience its diverse culture and visit its famous landmarks, such as the Statue of Liberty. Just a small correction on the pronunciation Statue of Liberty. You're
Sta
doing great.
Statue of Liberty, such as Statue of Liberty.
Yes, exactly. You've got it. Let's continue with the next question whenever you're ready.
Okay, next question is about my work responsibilities because if I gonna away from my work, so the officer probably gonna ask me, so how I gonna to, well, I don't know how to ask you that question, but you can tell me later. So my answer will be
Sure.
I plan during a Labor Day holiday in China, which allows me to take time off work without affecting my responsibilities.
That sounds good. You could say, I plan to travel during the Labor Day holiday in China, which allows me to take time off work without affecting my responsibilities. This answer clearly explains that your trip won't interfere with your work. Great job.
Yeah, so how the visa officer might be asked. I don't know. If they ask me, I probably don't know how to. I don't know if they ask me this question or not. Yeah.
The visa officer might ask, how will your trip impact your work responsibilities? Your answer explains it well. I plan to travel during a holiday, so it won't affect my responsibilities at work. This shows that you've planned your trip carefully.
Okay, thank you. So I also could say like I plan to travel during the Labor Day holiday in China, which allows me to take time off work without affecting my responsibility, right? It's correct.
Yep, you're welcome. Your answer is perfect and clear. Let's continue with more questions whenever you're ready.
Okay, next question is about my education. Okay, so my highest level of education is from secondary vocational school in China. I specialize in field related to my current profession in design. Here's I want to you help me to I specialize in field related to my current profession in design. I think here's is kind of complex. Could you just help me to simplify, just make it concise? So thank you.
Sure, you could say, my highest level of education is from a secondary vocational school in China, specializing in a field related to my profession in design. This keeps it concise and clear.
Okay, do you think there's some other way to describe light? Because I specialize in field related to my current profession in design, I think it's kind of like it's more formal. I just want kind of like just between formal and informal.
Absolutely. You can say, I completed my education at a vocational school in China, where I studied design. This version is a bit more casual.
Okay, where study in design, right?
Yes, exactly. I completed my education at a vocational school in China where I studied design. That keeps it simple and clear.
Where I studied design, or where I study in design, studied design. Okay, where I studied.
You can say, where I studied design. That works perfectly.
Where I studied design. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, so next question is who we who I'm gonna go with travel with. Okay, so my answer will be like I'll be traveling with my friend Samson Ho. We planned this trip together. He already has a U.S. visa and traveled to America in October.
That sounds good. You can say, I'll be traveling with my friend Zhang Chenghao. We planned this trip together, and he already has a US visa and traveled to America in October. This is clear and straightforward.
Okay, next question is like, do I been to, I don't know how to like question what it is, but my answer, I just tell my answer and you gonna know it. Okay, so in 2017, I traveled to Philippines and I have some photos from that trip. You can check it out here with the officer. This year, I also visited Hong Kong and Macau for several times.
Your answer is clear. The visa officer might ask, have you traveled abroad before? Your response could be, in 2017, I traveled to the Philippines, and I have some photos from that trip. This year, I also visited Hong Kong and Macau several times. This answer provides context about your travel history.
Yeah, next question is about ties, but I also forgot the question what it is. You can tell me later. And my answer would be like, yes, officer, I have strong ties to my home country, including my family, a stable job with a good income, and close friends. This all gave me strong reason to return after my trip.
That's a great response. The visa officer might ask, do you have strong ties to your home country? Your answer, yes, officer. I have strong ties to my home country, including my family, a stable job with a good income, and close friends. These all give me strong reasons to return after my trip. It's perfect and highlights your commitments back home.
Okay, then let's move on to the next one. The next one is about the financials, and you can just tell me. You
For
can.
financial questions,
Okay, hold on.
visa
Yeah, go ahead. Continue.
the visa officer might ask, how will you finance your trip? You can respond with, I have a stable job and reliable salary
Okay,
that will cover.
yeah, I have answer. Yeah, I have answer. Okay, so my
Great.
my answer
Your
will be
answer.
okay. I'll cover all expenses by myself. I have stable job with a reliable salary. I have also printed my bank statement showing my savings and the monthly salary for reference. Additionally, I own property under my name, which first demonstrates my financial stability.
That answer sounds very thorough and reassuring. You could say, I'll cover all expenses myself. I have a stable job with a reliable salary. I also printed my bank statement showing my savings and monthly salary for your reference. Additionally, I own property under my name, which demonstrates my financial stability. This clearly shows that you're financially prepared for your trip.
Yeah, so let's move on. Okay, so here's my so the last question will be like how I'm gonna stay in the United States. Okay, so my answer will be like I'll be staying at hotels in each city I visit. 好，老板，老
That's a
板。
no problem. Your response, I'll be staying at hotels in each city I visit, is perfect. It shows that you've planned your accommodation.
老马，哇，老板。
You're very welcome. You're doing great with your answers. Let's continue whenever you're ready.
Yeah, okay. So now you're gonna ask me like it's a turn. So you're gonna be like with the officer. Are you gonna ask me a question? Okay, let's start it.
All right, let's start. Hello, what is the purpose of your visit to the United States?
The purpose of my visit to the United States is tourism. I want to explore different culture. I want to visit different city, and to see different attractions.
That's excellent. Your answer is clear and shows your intention to explore and experience different attractions. Let's move on to the next question.
Yeah, let's move on. Yeah, go ahead.
How long will you be staying in the United States?
I'll be staying I'll be staying in the United States for 10 days from April 30th to May 10th.
Perfect. Your response is clear and provides a specific time frame. Let's continue.
Yes,
What cities will you be visiting during your trip?
I'll be visiting San Francisco, Los Angeles, and New York.
Great. That's a nice itinerary. Let's move on to the next question.
Okay, so here I want to just uh do a little bit adjustment about I'll be visiting San Francisco, Los Angeles, and New York, and I'll be returned to China from New York. Is it okay?
That sounds great. You could say, I'll be visiting San Francisco, Los Angeles, and New York, and I'll return to China from New York. This is clear and informative.
Okay, so next question.
Do you have any intention of staying back in the US?
Officer, I do not have any intention to stay back in USA. I have strong ties to my home country, including my parents. You can check out here, and I also have stable job with a good income, and also so many close friends in here, which give me a strong reason I'll be return China after my trip.
That's a solid answer. It's clear and emphasizes your strong ties to your home country. Let's continue with the next question.
Yeah, go ahead, ask me.
What is your occupation?
Oh, I'm a motion designer. I work at Meisu. I've been with the company for 5 years. My role in was creating user-friendly instructions and animations for our digital products.
That's a great answer. It's clear and provides a good description of your role. Let's move on to the next question.
Yeah, go ahead, ask me.
How will your trip impact your work responsibilities?
Officer, I'll be travel during the Labor Day holiday in China, so which means it won't affect my work responsibility. I don't need to take a time, ask my manager to take a time off.
That's a good response. It clearly explains that your trip won't affect your work responsibilities. Let's continue.
Yeah, just ask me.
How will you finance your trip?
I'll be cover all expenses by myself because I have stable job and good incomes, reliable income. I'm sorry. Okay, just let me try to say again. Okay, I'll cover all expenses by myself on this trip because I have good income and I also brought my bank statement, savings, and salary detail for reference. Additionally, I also own a property under my name, which demonstrates my financial stability.
That's a very thorough and clear answer. It shows that you have the financial means to support your trip. Great job. Let's proceed to the next question.
Okay, so I think time's up. I got to have my breakfast, and yeah, just wish me luck.
Good luck with your interview. You've got this. Enjoy your breakfast and have a great day.